Well, hello, my YouTube fellows and gals. So today we are on lot 50 of Action Suspense. And if you're new to my channel, I own a used bookstore. You can buy off of me. If you're interested, these will be 10 softbacks. I usually do 10 synopsises is what I read for the day. These will be $2 a piece. They're softback, all softbacks. And you can get a hold of me through tammysmakeuptreats@gmail.com or Mendes Bookstore and more on Facebook. If you're interested. If not, and you read a Kindle or a Nook, well, you can still listen because this is a resource place where you can find good books if you're interested. And I will list the ISBN numbers below with the name and the author in the description and all my information that you need to know. And I do ship media so you get your cheapest prices. So with that, on to book number 1. We have The Lost Treasure of Templars by James Becker. I do clean and go through all my books to make sure you get the best reading books possible for a used bookstore. This is a 2015 copyright, and this is what the book is about. This is my receipt, so that will not come with the book. In a quiet English seaside town, antiquarian bookseller Robin Jessup has acquired an odd medieval volume. What appears to be a book isn't a book at all, but a cleverly disguised safe, in which she finds a single rolled parchment written in code. For encryption expert David Mallory, the text is impenetrable, until an invaluable clue opens the door to a mystery and a conspiracy stretching back 7 centuries, when the most powerful men in Europe declared war on the most powerful clan, the Knights Templar. Now Jessup and Mallory find themselves on a global hunt for an unsurpassed treasure, and this much closer to the keys to secrets that could change history. Topple an empire and bury them both alive, because they're not the only hunters, they're also the hunted. So there you go. Book number 1. Sounds interesting. Book number 2, we have Against All Enemies by John Gilstrap. This is a 2015 copyright. It's a condition of the book. And this is the synopsis, what the book is about. Jonathan Gray finds it hard to believe that a fellow combat vet has gone rogue, killing American agents and leaking sensitive intel to hostile foreign interests. With Black Ops assassins on the trail of his old friend, Graves sets out to get him first. He finds far more than he bargained for. Not only the wily operative, but evidence of conspiracy so dangerous, so far-reaching that an unthinkable tragedy is in motion. Grave and his elite team of specialists must expose a deadly high-level secret, and to do it in time to avert a catastrophe of historic proportions. So there's book number 2. Book number 3, we have The Executive Intent by Dale Brown. That's what the book looks like. It is a 2010 copyright, and this is what it's about. The U.S. has unleashed the Thor's Hammer, a missile-launching satellite that can strike anywhere on the planet in seconds. But when President Joseph Gardner elects to employ the still untested weapon against terrorists firing missiles at Indian cities, the hammer misses its mark, killing thousands of Pakistani civilians. In retaliation, Pakistan and its neighbor grant China a strategic naval advantage over America through access to Middle Eastern ports. China responds swiftly and brutally, attacking and occupying Somalia, then setting up missile pads to target U.S. naval ships across vital sea lanes while in Earth's orbit. Chinese and Russian spacecraft surround an American space station with one clear message: back down or watch your Navy is crippled. As your Navy is crippled. With the president battling for his political life in D.C., retired Air Force Lieutenant General Patrick McLanahan and Kai Radon, commander of the U.S. Space Defense Force, race to defuse the crisis, as every second brings the world closer to a full-scale war of superpowers on Earth and miles above it. So there is book number 3. Book number 4, we have Desert God by Wilbur Smith. That's what the book looks like. It's a 2014 copyright, and this is what it's about. Game of Thrones meets ancient Egypt in this magnificent epic from one of the world's biggest selling authors, conjuring the magic, mystery, and bloody intrigue of a fascinating lost world. Desert God presents Wilbur Smith at the helm of one of the greatest stories of all time. On the gleaming banks of the Nile, the brilliant Tata slave and advisory to the pharaoh finds himself at the center of a vortex of passion, intrigue, and danger. His quest to destroy the Hyksos army and form an alliance with the Crete takes him on the epic journey up the Nile through Arabia and the magical city of Babylon, and across the open seas. With the future of Egypt itself on his shoulders, Tata enters a world where the line between loyalty and betrayal shifts like the desert sands. Evil enemies await in the shadows, and death lingers on the edges of darkness. So there you go. Book number 3, or 4. So 3? No, it was 4. Book number 5. I'm off count. And if I stumble on words, sorry. Because some of these names on here are something. Cold Choices by Larry Bonds. This is what the book looks like. These are longer than your average normal size books. This is a 2009 copyright, and this is what the book is about. Deep in the Barents Sea, just outside Russian territorial waters, U.S. submarine officer Jerry Mitchell and the crew of the USS Seawolf covertly observe the Russian Navy training for battle. Without warning, the U.S. boat is ambushed by the Seven-Ovinsk Russians' newest attack sub. Her skipper is enraged by Seawolf's presence, but the Russian ship cannot fire torpedoes at the U.S. boat. Instead, the skipper tries to drive the American ship away with fast, insanely close passes, then disaster. The subs collide. The Russian boat, crippled, drives into the seabed at full speed. Her crew is injured and unable to escape. Only Jerry Mitchell and Seawolf know exactly where the helpless boat lies, and Seawolf herself is badly damaged. Can Mitchell and Seawolf's crew keep their wounded vessel from joining the Severodvinsk on the seafloor? Seawolf has the technology to save the Russian sub, but can the Americans rescue the trapped submariners before Severodvinsk runs out of air? I think it's how you say that word. So anyway, there's book number 5. Book number 6, we have The Patriot Threat by Steve Berry. This is a 2015 copyright. This is what the book looks like. Really good condition these books are for used books. This is what it's about. Once a member of the elite intelligence division with the Justice Department, Malone is now retired bookshop owner in Denmark. Ooh, how nice. Another bookshop owner. But when his former boss, Stephanie Neal, excuse me, asked him to track a rogue North Korean who may have acquired some top secret Treasury Department files, the kind that could bring the United States to its knees, Malone is vaulted into a harrowing 24-hour chase that begins on the canals in Venice and ends in the remote highlands of Croatia. So there you go. Book number 6. Book number 7, we have a little curve here. A little bend up. This is Starfire by Dale Brown. This is a 2014 copyright. Sometimes you get a little bent books, but the rest of it's in pretty good condition. And this is what it's about. With the death of his heroic father, bomber and space warfare veteran Patrick McLanahan, Bradley McLanahan must now fly solo, leading a team of young engineers designing Starfire, the world's first orbiting solar power plant. Starfire will not only deliver unlimited and inexpensive electricity anywhere on planet Earth, it can also transmit power to the moon and even to spaceship and asteroids. It's a crucial first step in the exploration of the solar system, and Bradley and his team are on the cutting edge. But U.S. President Kenneth Phoenix's plans to militarize and industrialize Earth's orbit spark an arms race in space that eclipses the dark and most terrifying days of the Cold War. Before he can prevent it, Bradley and his team are caught at the center of a battle that threatens to become an all-out global conflict for control of space. So there you go. Book number 7. Book number 8, we have The Bone Hunters by Robert J. Mrazek. This is a 2015 copyright. And this is what the book is about. One of the greatest archaeological finds of all time, Peking Man, the 780,000-year-old remains of our earliest known human ancestor, disappeared during World War II from a cargo ship bound for America. Now the Chinese government is fighting to keep a new religion from taking hold, a faith based on belief that Peking Man is God, and they dispatch ruthless operatives to find and destroy the world's most priceless fossil. But the U.S. government has its own team on the hunt, from the mountains of Bavaria to the jungles of Central America and across the vast Pacific. Professor Barnaby Fincham, his brilliant protege, Lexi Vaughn, and a pilot, Steve Macaulay, will brave the wrath of nature and a man to win a race against the unbridled tyranny. So there you go, book number 7. Or 8. Book number 9. We have Foreign and Domestic A.J. Tata. This is a 2015 copyright. Good shape. Look, it's not even creased in the back. It's like brand new. 1 year ago, Captain Jake Mahan led a Delta Force team into Afghanistan to capture an American trader working for the Taliban. The mission ended in tragedy. The team was infiltrated and decimated by a bomb. An enemy prisoner was killed. Megan was dismissed from service, dishonored forever, now haunted by the incident. Mahagan is determined to clear his name. The military wants him to stand down, and when the American Taliban returns to domestic soil, headed by the traitor who ruined his life, Mahagan is the only man who knows how to stop him. Outside the law, under the radar, out for vengeance. So there you go. Book number 9. Book number 10, and the last book for today, is One Rough Man by Brad Taylor. This is a 2011 copyright. That's what the book looks like. And this is what it's about. Pike Logan was the most successful operator on the task force. His instincts and talents unrivaled until personal tragedy permanently altered his outlook on the world. Pike knows what the rest of the country might not want to admit. The real threat isn't from any nation, any government, any terrorist group. The real threat is one or two men controlled by ideology, operating independently in the possession of a powerful weapon. Buried in a stack of intercepted chatter is evidence of 2 such men. The transcripts are scheduled for analysis in 3 months. The attack is mere days away. It is their bad luck that they are about to cross paths with Pike Logan, because Pike Logan has nothing left to lose. So there you go, book number 10. And with that, make sure you check out the description and come and say hi to me in the comment section. Hit like and share and subscribe. Hit that little red bell, or the little bell and the little red button to subscribe to my channel, and come visit me. Come and give me some feedback. And I have lives every Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. And with that, whatever time zone you're in, I hope you're having a great one. I will see you soon.